If you're a masculine presenting woman trying to navigate the corporate world or male dominated spaces, you already know it's a different game for us. People will test you, overlook you, and sometimes straight up not take you seriously. But that doesn't mean you can't dominate in these environments. You have to know how to move with class, of course. And for myself, as a full-time trainer, business owner in a male-dominated space, I've had to learn firsthand how to command respect, stay sharp, and play the game without losing myself. And family, in this video, I'm breaking down 4 powerful ways to move strategically in corporate and in business settings as a masculine presenting woman. Whether you're in an office, leading a team, or building your own business, these tips will help you demand respect, avoid common traps, and make sure you're seen as an authority without having to change who you are. Let's get into it. All right, so the number one thing we're going to talk about is mastering your professional image, okay? The first impression set the tone. Your appearance, your body language, and how you carry yourself matters. Whether you're in a gym, a meeting, or a boardroom, people judge based on how you present yourself. I mean, these are facts, right? So looking polished and put together makes people take you seriously before you even speak. Here's a formula that we came up with. Listen to this. Confidence plus competence equals authority. I'm going to say that again. I want you to write these down. Confidence plus competence equals authority. Because if you walk in looking sloppy or passive, you will get overlooked because we already have these things working against us anyway in this society. Okay? But if you walk in with presence and purpose, people will respect you before you can even open up your mouth. Story time. The first day on the job as a trainer for me, I was a little chubby, right? Although I was highly competent, highly skilled in my craft, and it showed. However, deep down in my soul, I knew that I wasn't presenting myself as the physical specimen that I should, right? Because being a trainer, that is a male-dominated field, and particularly basketball skills development. See, that's how I started in business, right? I started out working for a solo gym, right? And within this gym, you know, we had leads come in day to day. Every single day we would have leads. And me being the highly skilled trainer that I was, I still knew that I needed to look like I was someone's trainer. So then that's when I immersed myself into the gym. I started my weight loss, my fitness lifestyle journey in 2019. By far the best thing I ever could have done. Because when I was in that gym, putting in that pain, I am pouring into myself. I am changing the way that I present myself in this world. Right? And so once I made my first transformation, man, when I say confidence shifted like night and day, it was night and day. Well, once I started to see them cuts and leaning, I started to see veins and stuff in my arms. I'm like, oh yeah, I deserve to be here. And so when you have that confidence within yourself, when you are presenting yourself in a professional way, you honestly and deeply love what you see. Your actions will match that. Okay? So this is important, especially us being masculine presenting, right? Number one, you want to be yourself, but let's keep it real. Sometimes there's a give and take. Not saying that you have to do things that is beyond you, that's uncomfortable for you. Nah, that's not what we're doing. We're not selling our souls. We are going to unapologetically be us. However, there is a time and a place. We are not going into these professional settings with these old baggy clothes. Time out for that. You are a grown woman. And if you are younger, if you're a younger masculine presenting woman looking at this, now is the time for you to start researching, classy, masculine, business-esque, casual outfits, right? Get you some fitted shirts that's hugging that body the right way, right? But you still comfortable though. Get you some nice slacks. Get you about 3-4 slacks, different colors, navy, black, khaki, comfortable shoes, nice button-ups, You can get that white, of course, get you a baby blue one. Your browns, earth tones. Get colors that coincides with your skin tone. Always keep a professional look. Stay well groomed up. Keep your hair. If you have a shortcut, keep it faded. If you have dreads, if you have locks, keep them tightened up. However your style is, you want to make sure that you are in tip-top shape, right? You want to make sure that you are presenting yourself clean cut. Now segue into the second tip. You have to be 10 times sharper than everyone else. I'd have to say this is the most important tip right here. You gotta be on your P's and your Q's. Ain't no half stepping. This society that we live in still be looking at us with these old envious eyes. So you gotta be sharper. You can't come in there late and having excuses. You gotta be sharper than everyone else. And see, this is what forces people to respect you. Going back to our formula, confidence plus competence. Okay? Competence. Competence is the ability to do something and do it well. Right? We are not out here begging and pleading for a seat at the table. No, we earn it. Why? Because we're competent. We are the best for their job, and you have to prove that with your actions. You can't afford to be average. You have to be undeniable in your field. Whether you're giving a presentation, leading a team, or running a business, you must know your industry inside and out. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. One of my clients, talented young fella, super talented. He was young. Now, mind you, while I'm in this gym, I pretty much had the majority of young boys clients because they just loved my style. They just loved how I carry myself, right? I had that swag, you know what I'm saying? Them handles was A1, right? So all of the boys, they gravitated to that, right? So my guy came up to me one day, just chopping it up with me. And I'm like, you know what? Let me have a conversation with your pops, man. I want to talk to your pops, and man, let's get you signed up for training, right? His pops was one of those fellas where you could tell he was a little sexist, right? I can feel that energy from him. So he asking me my pedigree. He asking me where I played and all this right here. You know what I'm saying? He trying to just get a feel for me, right? Which is understandable. I understand that. You want to make sure that whomever that you are investing in with your child knows what they're talking about. And I get it. When I say quick with it, sharp, sharp, sharp. Oh, yes, sir. I played overseas. Did this, and this. Player of the year in my conference. HBCU Female Athlete of the Year. I'm currently training professionals currently. And this is what I do. This is my expertise. Ball handling. Being able to score one-on-one moves. This is what I do. See, you got to be sharp with it, baby. You know what I'm saying? You asking me all these. Look, yeah, I'm going to come right back at you with it. Professional, classy, tasteful. Right? And this is just me. I'm speaking about my experiences here. And this goes within any field that you're in. If you're in the tech field, if you're in sales, if you're a nurse, see, you got to be on point. You have to know your industry in and out because people will try you. And see, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Just like we spoke about, being sharper, being the most competent one in the room. That is how you're going to overcome that. Okay? You want to stay one step ahead by constantly learning, anticipating challenges, and mastering your craft on a day-to-day basis. Because at the end of the day, if you're the most sharpest, most prepared in the room, people have to respect you. And no one can take that from you. Number 3, command respect through execution. I'm going to say that again. Command respect through execution. You need to understand that respect is not given. You got to earn it. You got to earn them stripes, baby. So you speak with confidence. Piercing eye contact. Chin up, chest out. Projecting that voice. Be direct and own your space in meetings and in those business discussions. And don't seek no validation. Ain't no ass kissing over here. You gotta let your work do the talking. Let your work prove your value. Learn the balance between assertiveness and professionalism. If you move like a leader, people will treat you like one. And if you move in timid, people gonna treat you as such as well. Understand that. 4th tip. This is a big one as well. Listen to me and listen to me good. You got to move strategically and control your emotions. See, being on your P's and Q's, always expect something. You got to expect those microaggressions. You got to expect the micromanaging and the side eyes and the subtle disrespect. Expect it. And when you peep these things, you can't react emotionally. You got to move strategically. You got to read the room, okay? Some battles aren't worth fighting. Sometimes silence is power. However, we are not going to take blatant disrespect. That ain't happening. You know when somebody is trying to diminish your character. The number 1 law in the 48 laws of power is never outshine the master. And what that means is you want to not be humble, because I don't subscribe to that word humble. Humble means to look down on oneself. No, that ain't what we're doing. We're moving in a classy way, right? Although you might know more than the supervisor, don't let them know. Sometimes you got to stroke the ego. The word is finesse. The word is finesse. You got to let them know that, hey, okay, I'm listening to you whole time in your mind. You know what you're doing. You know what you got to do to build up and overtake this position here. You just keep on showing up and being competent and being the best at what you do. All right? Find allies and mentors in your space. Someone who understands your position and can help you navigate. Having those small talk conversations. You ain't got to be buddy with people, but the people that you resonate with, make them an ally, right? See how you two can come together and build and grow from there. Because being emotional or overly defensive makes it easier for people to discredit you. Once again, the word is finesse. You got to play the game smart. Play it to your advantages. In closing, navigating corporate and business settings as a masculine woman isn't easy. But when you move with presence, skill, execution, and strategy, you force people to take you seriously. Remember what we said. Confidence plus competence equals authority. And so if this video gave you value, I want you to drop a comment and share your experiences with being a masculine queen navigating through this world in a corporate setting. If you ever dealt with challenges, you ever dealt with subtle disrespect, write it down below. We want to hear. All right? I'll be dropping more content like this, fam. So, like I said, if you found value, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also click that notification bell so you won't miss when we drop this fire game, fam. It's your girl, a masculine queen, and we out. Love.